Hello everyone, it's Karina with Karina Loves to Plan. Thank you for joining me in my little corner of the internet where I talk all things planners, fountain pens, and fountain pen inks. I did a poll recently, I guess over the weekend, where I'm asking you, do you enjoy my Plan With Me videos, or would you like me to show you what I do with my planner through the week, even if it is a little bit haphazard? And a lot of the answers that I got were you want to see what I do with my planner throughout the week, but also some were like, I like to see both. So this week or today's video is going to be the plan with me, or the decorate with me really. And then starting next week, I will be doing videos where I'm showing how I use my planner on a week-to-week basis. So thank you for that feedback and for the comments on my channel. They really help me grow and develop the content here, and I really appreciate that. So today we are going to be planning for, gosh, I haven't even drawn in the grid yet, for the week of, see, it's blank. I don't know what week. The week of October 13th through to the 19th. And I'll actually be using this freebie from According to Ali. I'm really trying to use up the freebie stickers that I have. And really, I'm going to just probably use these 4 stickers, which is more than enough to cover the pages, the small pages. I don't need a ton of stickers in this. All right, so I'm going to do the grid of this off camera because I've screwed it up before every time I do it on camera. Let's get started. Okay, so I've drawn the grid in my passport planner, but this is actually a Hobonichi A6 notebook that I've cut down to this size. And this is probably what I'm going to use for the next month or so until I set up my new passport planner. I'm excited about that, actually. I almost want to set it up now because I don't have to wait for a specific date to get that set up, but let's just do what we can. Okay. Oh, I feel like I should bring in some other things. Hold on. I'm going to bring in some of this washi from According to Ali. So these stickers, like I said, are from According to Ali, and they were a freebie from, gosh, ages ago. I can't remember, but I'm doing that thing now where I'm really trying to use up my stash of stickers and really the stash of anything that I've got, because there's probably a lot of you that have been in the planner hobby longer than I have, but we collect things over time. And those things definitely end up taking quite a bit of room. Oh gosh, I just realized I can still kind of fit that in there. Okay, whatever. Then I'll place this on, let's put this here. And then these two on this side. And actually, as I'm doing this, my throat is a little sore. I don't want to be coming down with anything, but I feel like I might do. I feel like it's that time of year. Okay, see how I barely need any, excuse me, stickers to complete that. So I feel like I could have added this washi in one more spot, but then I have to lift a sticker up. So let's do this carefully. Ooh, that worked well. And put that down this way. And then put this back. I actually really enjoy the process of smaller planners because I've had all sizes of planners. I've had the, what have I had? I started with the mini happy planner, and then I went to the classic size, and then I went to, I think, like the week size happy planner, and I've tried all the sizes. I even tried the big happy planner, but then I've tried the week size, the A5. I've never done an A6 for planning, but I feel like I've gone from really big and now just need simple with my spreads here. So now that I've dated it, I'll go ahead with my Pelican M800. Should I use this one? Yes, this has Sailor Manyo Kuri. And actually in my video, I accidentally called this the M1000. Total faux pas. and just writing in the days of the week. And this is something I'll probably have to do even in my new planner because I won't have a dated planner of any sort. Not much of a spoiler alert, but I am excited to set up my new planner and show you. It's not anywhere near close to being set up, but when it is, I will let you know. Okay. What I do want to do though, down in the corner here is my, yeah, I could actually, all right. So how many squares over 7? Okay. Let's go with my, oh, will that match? So I just need 4 squares and then I need Sunday, or no, I can just do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. Yeah, so then I will need to do my vitamins, my audiobook, nighttime routine, and no spend. And then here on this side will be workouts. And then I'll just do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's really not a lot of space to be able to do any type of big tracker on a passport planner. And that's why I'm probably going to keep the layout as it is, because I think if I change the layout in any other way, there wouldn't be a way to track that. And the reason that I keep these two here is that I have tried habit tracking before where I kept everything on the yearly overview. And I had a hard time keeping up with the tracking of the habits, which then led to difficulty in actually doing the habits. So for me personally, I need to be able to see the tracker on the same page as my weekly in order for me to actually be successful in those habits. So I'm still thinking about the best way I'm going to do that in my planner going forward. And I'm just using these Zig Clear color dots to do those. I don't mind the little block of color in the middle of that. It's cute. Okay. So now, I'm going to go in with my Jinhao 10 here, and this has Diamine Sepia. So let's do in my work schedule. And it is actually Thanksgiving on Monday, so I'm only working a half day for the holiday. And then that evening, we're going for Thanksgiving dinner at my sister's house. Tuesday, back to the regular work schedule, sorry. And same with the rest of the week. Thursday is always my slightly earlier. And my plan is to hopefully go to Weight Watchers that night. And then Friday. Perfect. Saturday, Henry has do I have any green right now? Anything that's inked green? No, not really. Oh, I have Diamine Sepia, Ancient Copper. No, we'll just use curry. Okay. So no appointments for Henry during the week. But then for myself, Henry has swimming. And then I think that day I also have, I just got to double check the timing. I think it's 3 o'clock on the 18th. What time is that? At 3 o'clock, I have a massage. But no other plans that day. And then the 19th, Henry has a soccer game. I believe that one is at 7:45. I need to double check. Yes, it is at 7:45. And we're on the other end of the city. And field 3. Okay. So those are the appointments or important things that we need to remember for the week. But now I'm going to go in here with my Pilot Vanishing Point. This is always inked with Pilot Roshizuku Takesumi because it is my extra fine nib with my planner pen. So Monday will be my usual meal plan, order groceries, and then I will need to edit and upload my plan with me. Then Tuesday, we'll have to put out the garbage. And then I need to, that's the thing, I'm trying to figure out like my filming schedule for the week, so I probably won't put it in here just yet. Then Wednesday, I do need to wash the bed sheets. And I did forget to write Henry's practice that day, which is at 7. So he'll have practice at 7. And then Thursday, actually, I like the small size of this because then I can move this around a bit. Thursday, we'll have to pick up groceries. These are the things, like whatever I put in here are things that I know I'm going to do on a day-to-day basis, but my to-do list does change on a day-to-day basis. I do end up, I'll show you last week, that things do change. Like today, I'm filming this on Sunday. I've filmed inks 8 through 10 for my 15 inks. I'm going to film the plan with me. There's probably 2 other videos that I'm going to film today too, because I won't have time tomorrow, but that also depends on my voice. Okay, and then Friday, now I'm thinking, I'm like, what is my filming going to look like? I could film, I don't have any plans on the Friday, so I could film. That's tough. You know what? I won't put that in there right now because things can change. But then Saturday, we do have to clean. So do bathrooms. And then my husband has to do the vacuuming and the windows. And Henry will do the dusting as well as the door handles and light switches. And then Robin is doing her bathroom. And then Sunday will probably be a bunch of editing or some filming. Now for the weather. It is starting to turn. And the temperatures here are now going to be, well, actually for this week, they're not too bad. I mean, Monday and Tuesday are both sunny, but we are getting into like below 0 temperatures. And then Wednesday is sunny and cloudy, but the high is, and even Thursday. So this is what fall is like, kind of like spring, where summer and winter are like having an argument and they can't figure out what season it actually is. But thankfully, my husband has already changed the tires to my winter tires on my car. So there we go. All right, so weather for the week. And again, this just helps me plan whether the weather actually stays this way. It's a whole other thing. So tomorrow or Monday is supposed to be high of 4, low of -4. And then Tuesday, the high is 10 with a low of -3. Then Wednesday, the high is 13 with a low of 0. And Thursday, even better, the high is 15 with a low of 1. And then Friday, where am I looking? The high is 10 and the low is 4. And Saturday, high of 11 with a low of 1. And then Sunday, it's raining with a high of 8 with a low of 3. Not bad. Not bad for the week. I mean, it is fall, so all right, but that is it for me this week. And then what I will do this coming week is also film how I use this, and I will post that next week. And then the following videos after that will basically show the plan with me as well as how I use the planner for the rest of the week. And we'll see how that goes if that's something that I want to continue doing. All right, that is it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button and to subscribe. Thanks again and have yourselves a great day.